Time is the great equalizer. You want to know what the most beautiful thing about time is? Nobody gets more of it than you. I do not care how much money they have in the bank. I do not care what kind of car they drive or what neighborhood they live in. When that clock strikes midnight, everybody gets a fresh 24 hours. That CEO running a Fortune 500 company has the same amount of time as you do. That athlete making millions has the same amount of time as you do. That artist, that entrepreneur, that person living their dream life, they all have the same 24 hours you have right this very moment. So when you tell me you do not have time, what you are really telling me is that you have not made it a priority. See, we do not find time for things. We make time for things. You make time for what matters to you. You find a way to do what is important to you. If your child is sick, you find time to take them to the doctor. If your car breaks down, you find time to get it fixed. If your favorite show is on, you find time to watch it. Time is not something you find lying around. Time is something you create by making choices. Think about everyone who has ever done anything significant in this world. They had the same 24 hours. Martin Luther King had 24 hours. Oprah had 24 hours. Your grandmother, who raised 6 kids while working 2 jobs, had 24 hours. Every single person who has ever accomplished anything started with the same amount of time you have right now. They did not have a special time bank. They did not get bonus hours. They just used their hours differently than most people do. The problem is not that you do not have time. The problem is how you are using your time. Most people spend their time as if they are rich with time. They waste it. They throw it away on things that do not matter. They give their time to everyone else except themselves. They give their time to their job, to their phone, to their television, to other people's problems, to drama, to nonsense. But when it comes to their own dreams, suddenly there is no time available. Here is what I need you to understand about time. Once it is gone, you cannot get it back. You cannot save it. You cannot store it. You cannot borrow it from tomorrow. Every second that passes is gone forever. That hour you just spent doing nothing is an hour you will never get back. That day you wasted is a day that is gone from your life. Time is the one resource you cannot get more of, and yet it is the resource most people respect the least. But here is the good news. Starting right now, this very moment, you can change how you use your time. You do not need permission. You do not need anyone's approval. You just need to decide that your time matters. You need to decide that you matter. You need to decide that 1 hour of your day belongs to you and your future. Just 1 hour, not 8, not 12. Just one single hour dedicated to becoming who you want to be. See, the difference between where you are and where you want to be is not luck. It is not talent. It is not even money. It is what you do with one single hour each day. Just 1 hour, 60 minutes. That is all I am asking you to invest in yourself. 1 hour is your minimum viable investment. You know what most people do wrong? They think big dreams require big actions. They think that if they cannot do it all, they should not do anything at all. They look at where they want to go, and it seems so far away that they get overwhelmed before they even start. So they do nothing. They wait for the day when they can dedicate massive amounts of time to their dream. That day never comes. Let me tell you about the power of 1 hour. 1 hour does not sound like much. It does not feel impressive. When you tell people you are working on your dream for 1 hour a day, they might even laugh at you. They might say that is not enough. They might tell you that you need to hustle harder, grind more, sleep less. Do not listen to those people. Those people are not building anything. Those people are full of opinions but empty of results. 1 hour a day is how you build a foundation. You cannot build a house starting with the roof. You have to start with the foundation. 1 brick at a time, 1 hour at a time. This is not about being flashy. This is not about impressing anybody. This is about being smart with your energy and your time. This is about creating something sustainable that you can actually maintain for years, not just days. Think about what you can actually accomplish in 1 focused hour. I am not talking about a distracted hour where you are checking your phone every 5 minutes. I am talking about one solid, focused, dedicated hour where you are all in. In 1 hour, you can write 5 pages. In 1 hour, you can learn a new skill. In 1 hour, you can make significant progress on any goal you have. The problem is not the hour. The problem is that most people have never given themselves one truly focused hour. See, most people live their entire lives in distraction. They are always multitasking. They are always half doing everything. They eat while watching television. They work while checking social media. They talk to their family while scrolling through their phone. They are always physically present but mentally absent. One focused hour beats 10 distracted hours every single time. Quality over quantity, intensity over duration. Here is what 1 hour a day gives you. It gives you 365 hours a year. That is over 2 weeks of full 24-hour days. Imagine what you could do if someone gave you 2 full weeks to work on your dream. Now imagine doing that every single year. In 5 years, that is over 75 full days dedicated to your goal. In 10 years, that is over 150 full days. This is how people write books while working full-time. This is how people build businesses on the side. This is how ordinary people do extraordinary things. But it all starts with protecting that 1 hour like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. The life you want depends on what you do with that 1 hour. That hour is not optional. That hour is not negotiable. That hour is the difference between you staying where you are and you getting where you want to go. 1 hour is not too much to ask. 1 hour is the minimum viable investment in yourself. Now listen, I am not talking about working yourself to death. I am not saying quit your job tomorrow and work 18-hour days. I am talking about taking 1 hour, just 1 hour, and dedicating it to the life you say you want. Because right now, you are spending more time scrolling through other people's lives than you are building your own. You waste more time than you realize. Let me get real with you for a minute. You know all that time you say you do not have? You have it. You are just spending it on other things. The average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media, 2 hours watching other people live their lives, 2 hours looking at highlight reels and getting jealous of people who are probably miserable in real life. 2 hours that could change your entire future, and you are giving it away to an app. The average person watches over 3 hours of television a day. 3 hours. That is 3 hours of watching fictional characters solve fictional problems while your real problems sit there waiting for you. That is 3 hours of living vicariously through someone else's story while your story does not get written. 3 hours every single day that could be building your empire. And instead you are building nothing but a longer watch history. Then there is the time you spend complaining, the time you spend gossiping, the time you spend worrying about things you cannot control, the time you spend in meaningless conversations that go nowhere, the time you spend scrolling mindlessly, not even enjoying what you are looking at. Just killing time like time is not the most valuable thing you have. Add it all up, and you are not short on time. You are just using your time in ways that do not serve you. I am not saying you can never watch television. I am not saying you can never relax. I am not saying you need to be productive every second of every day. That is not realistic, and that is not sustainable. What I am saying is be honest with yourself about where your time is going. Track your time for 1 day, just 1 day. Write down everything you do and how long you do it. You will be shocked at how much time you waste. Here is the thing about wasted time. It does not feel like you're making a big decision. When you sit down to scroll through social media, you are not thinking this is the moment I am choosing to give up on my dreams. It does not feel that significant. It just feels like a few minutes. But those few minutes became an hour. That hour becomes a day. That day becomes a week. That week becomes a year. And suddenly you are sitting there wondering why your life has not changed when you have not changed how you spend your life. Every time you choose the easy thing over the important thing, you are choosing your future. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you are voting for the life you have instead of the life you want. Your life is the sum of your choices. If you want a different life, you need to make different choices. It really is that simple. Not easy, but simple. So before you tell me you do not have an hour, I need you to be honest about what you are doing with the hours you have. I need you to look at your screen time report. I need you to think about how much time you spent this week doing things that do not matter. Because once you see how much time you are wasting, you cannot unsee it. And once you cannot unsee it, you have no more excuses. Think about this. If you took 1 hour a day for a year, that is 365 hours. That is over 15 full days dedicated to your dream. In 5 years, that is 75 full days. You could learn a new language in that time. You could write a book. You could build a business. You could transform your body. You could change your entire life. Small, consistent actions create massive results. This is the secret that successful people know and unsuccessful people ignore. Success is not about the big moments. Success is about the small moments repeated over and over again. It is not about what you do once in a while. It is about what you do consistently. Anyone can work hard for a day. Anyone can be motivated for a week. But can you show up for an hour every single day for a year? That is what separates the people who make it from the people who just talk about making it. See, we live in a microwave society. Everybody wants instant results. Everybody wants to go viral overnight. Everybody wants the shortcut, the hack, the secret formula. Let me tell you the secret formula. There is no secret formula. The formula is simple. Show up every day and do the work. Put in your hour every single day and watch what happens over time. It will not be exciting at first. It will not feel like you are making progress. But compounding happens slowly, and then all at once, think about how a tree grows. You do not plant a seed today and have a tree tomorrow. You plant a seed and you water it every single day. For weeks, you see nothing. For months, you might only see a tiny sprout. It does not look impressive. It does not look like it is working. But underground, roots are spreading, the foundation is being built. And if you keep watering that seed every single day, one day you look up and there is a tree. That tree did not grow overnight, it grew slowly, consistently, one day at a time. Your dreams work the same way. That business you want to start will not be profitable in week 1. That book you want to write will not be finished in month 1. That body you want to have will not appear on day 1. But if you put in your hour every single day, if you stay consistent, if you trust the process, the results will come. The results always come for the people who stay consistent. Here is what happens with small, consistent actions. At first, nothing happens. You work for a week and you barely see any progress. You work for a month and you start to wonder if it is even worth it. You work for 3 months and you are tempted to quit because it feels like nothing is changing. This is where most people stop. They stop right before the breakthrough. They stop right before all those small actions start to add up into something visible. But if you keep going, something magical happens. Around month 4, month 5, month 6, you start to see progress. Small progress, but progress. And that progress motivates you to keep going. Then, around month 9, month 10, things start to accelerate. The results come faster. The progress becomes visible. Other people start to notice. And by month 12, you look back and you cannot believe how far you have come. That is the power of small, consistent actions. The math is simple. 1% better every day for a year means you are 37 times better at the end of the year. That is not my opinion. That is mathematics. Small improvements compound into major transformations. But you have to stick with it long enough to see the compound effect. Most people quit in month 2 and then wonder why nothing ever works out for them. The only thing that did not work was their commitment. But here is what most people do. They wait. They wait for the perfect time. They wait until Monday. They wait until January 1st. They wait until the kids are grown. They wait until they have more money. They wait until they feel ready. Let me tell you something about waiting. While you are waiting, someone else is doing. And that someone else is going to get what you wanted because they started while you were getting ready to start. Waiting is just fear dressed up as preparation. Let me tell you what waiting really is. Waiting is fear. You are not waiting for the right time. You are waiting because you are scared. You are scared you might fail. You are scared you might not be good enough. You are scared of what people might say. You are scared of stepping outside your comfort zone. So you dress up that fear in fancy clothes and call it being responsible. You call it being realistic. You call it waiting for the right time. But there is no right time. There is never going to be a perfect moment when everything lines up and you feel completely ready. If you wait until you feel ready, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes from action. You do not feel ready and then do it. You do it and then you feel ready. You build confidence by doing the thing you are scared to do. Monday is not magical. January 1st is not magical. There is nothing about those days that makes them better than today. The only difference between starting today and starting Monday is that you are permitting yourself to waste more time. You are permitting yourself to stay comfortable for a few more days. And those few more days turn into weeks. Those weeks turn into months. Those months turn into years. And suddenly you are 5 years older with the same dreams you had 5 years ago. Stop waiting for your kids to grow up. Your kids are learning from you right now. What are you teaching them? Are you teaching them to go after their dreams, or are you teaching them to wait for someday? Are you teaching them that you make time for what matters, or are you teaching them to make excuses? The best thing you can do for your kids is show them what it looks like to pursue a dream. Let them see you working on your hour. Let them see you growing. That lesson will serve them more than anything you could ever say to them. Stop waiting until you have more money. You do not need money to get started. You need commitment. Most dreams do not require money to start. They require time, effort, and consistency. You can start writing a book right now with a free notes app on your phone. You can start learning a new skill right now with free videos on the internet. You can start building better habits right now with nothing but discipline. Money is just another excuse. If you are not willing to start with nothing, you will not know what to do with something. Here is the truth about waiting. Every day you wait is a day someone else is not waiting. Right now, while you are waiting for the perfect time, someone else is taking imperfect action. Someone else is starting messily. Someone else is figuring it out as they go. And that person is going to get to the destination you are dreaming about while you are still sitting at the starting line, making plans. The perfect time is now. Not because everything is perfect, but because now is all you have. You cannot do anything about yesterday. You cannot start tomorrow until tomorrow comes. But you can do something right now. You can make a decision right now. You can take action right now. Stop waiting and start doing. Your future self is going to thank you for starting today. Or your future self is going to regret that you waited. Which future do you want? Your 1 hour is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. You know what beats talent every single time? Consistency. Show me someone who shows up every single day for 1 hour, and I will show you someone who is going to make it. Show me someone who works 12 hours one day and then disappears for 2 weeks, and I will show you someone who is going to quit. Consistency beats intensity every time. This is one of the most important lessons you will ever learn. Intensity is exciting. Intensity feels productive. Intensity makes you feel like you are really doing something. You work all weekend on your project. You stay up until 3 in the morning. You skip meals. You ignore everything else. And then Monday comes and you are exhausted. You are burned out. You have nothing left to give. So you take a few days off to recover. Those few days became a week. That week becomes a month. And just like that, all that intensity led to nothing. Consistency is boring. Consistency does not feel impressive. 1 hour a day does not make a good story. Nobody is going to be amazed when you tell them you worked on your dream for 1 hour. But consistency is what builds empires. Consistency is what creates lasting change. Consistency is what separates the amateurs from the professionals. Amateurs work when they feel like it. Professionals work whether they feel like it or not. Think about the best athletes in the world. They did not get great results by working out for 12 hours one day. They got great by working out consistently every single day for years. Think about the best writers in the world. They did not write a book in 1 week.